Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And tonight I'm very, very excited. I have two of the Hangout expert, plus myself, and maybe three Hangout expert here. I'm gonna be here teaching you guys exactly how to benefit by using Hangout, Google Hangouts, and Google just recently launched a very cool feature called Showcase, and Chris is going to be here talking more about inside this interview exactly how that's going to really benefit your business, okay? And then plus a whole bunch of other ninja tricks you guys want to know about, all right? So be very, very exciting, very exciting about that, but most importantly, it'd be more exciting to hear about what they have done for you, this brand new product of theirs. It's really, really super affordable. And if you've never done Hangout before, this is the course you need to get, okay? All right, so be very, very exciting about that as well. But before we get into all this excitement here, let's kind of learn how they got started with the internet marketing. Most importantly, what did they do exactly to achieve the level of success they have today? So, Chris, I'm actually going to start with you today. Can you kind of take over the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Okay, thank you. Well, I've been online for around 5 years, and like most people, I struggled. I got online. I thought it was going to be easy and one click success, and I quickly found out that I was getting drawn from one product to the next product to the next product, and I would try something and I wouldn't see success. I would set up a website and expect all this traffic to start coming in, and I would find that there was no traffic coming in. I wasn't making money. I was basically, the term that they use nowadays is the shiny object syndrome, where I was buying things thinking that this was the next best thing, and eventually it didn't work for me. So I eventually initially I settled on Amazon, and I became an Amazon affiliate, and I started to see success there, and that's where I learned my main trade of driving traffic, building websites, and obviously making money online. That's where I made my first success. After that, I eventually thought, well, I know a lot of knowledge. I've spent a lot of time. There must be a way that I can shortcut this for other people, and I created a product at the time, but around 2 years ago, called A's Unleashed Dominator. And when I launched that product, eventually I did see success. As a matter of fact, that product hit WSO of the day when I finally got it, and I basically was exploded onto the scene from being a sort of struggling internet marketer, then sort of up to making, about $1,200 a month with Amazon. And then I became a product creator, and that's when I sort of found that I enjoyed helping people. I enjoyed helping people by creating products as well.
Okay, all right. So that sounds a typical internet marketing story here. So, as Chris, so you being an Amazon affiliate, you being a very successful, and you also being a very successful product creator as well. To knowing what you're knowing today, what would be some top advice you could give to someone who's just starting out with internet marketing? So at least pointing them to the right direction.
Well, one of the biggest things with internet marketing is, first of all, you got to stick to one thing. You got to pick a strategy and stick to it. And what you've also got to look at is, if you're going to get consistent training, you can be yourself. You can build relationships, especially with whatever direction in your niche. You can build relationships, and by doing, video is a fantastic medium for building relationships, and that obviously leads us across into the Google Hangouts. And that's how we sort of get drawn towards Google Hangouts, by the relationship side of things, first of all.
Okay, all right. So relationship is important. That's a very interesting point of view, because by working behind the computers every single day, we kind of lost of reality sometimes. Is that it's actually at the end of your email or the video is actually a real person watching that. So it's very, very important to keep always consciously keep that in mind. It's not a robot that's receiving your message. It's actually someone has, that real person is watching it right now. So thank you for giving that tip. So Mark, let's hear your story as well.
Well, I hate to admit it, but I was formerly a banker, and I left banking in 2001. And my skills were pretty specialized, and you talk about relationships. I came out of the bank with sort of really nothing but the relationships I had previously with my bank customers. And I decided to set up a business consultancy. And in my first presentation to my former customers, I landed a project for £30,000, which is about $45,000. Now, your relationships don't appear anywhere on a balance sheet, but I sort of you think you're coming out with nothing, but actually I had those relationships, and those relationships convert to money, and that directly relates to this product that we're creating here, Han, or we've created, and that is, I see it as a tool for really deepening relationships with people. But I then went on in my consulting business, and I bought a manufacturing company out of liquidation, and I actually outsourced the website and all the marketing and so on. And so when I sold the business about 12 months later for a good profit, I decided I'd want to look into the internet marketing. So in 2009, I started full-time in internet marketing. And my biggest piece of advice to somebody starting out is, you look at hiring a coach, and they look very expensive at the outset, but by golly, I wish I'd taken on a coach earlier than I did, because I've been through the WSO route and so on, the shiny object, and I certainly would recommend getting, you have to pick your coach carefully. If you get the right coach, and that would be my biggest piece of advice to anybody starting out, get a coach. It's going to look expensive at the outset, but by golly, you'll save yourself a lot of money.
It might be expensive on the surface when you're starting out, but if you kind of fast forward to later of your life, a couple months later, you actually save you tons of money, because you're gonna spend that much money just trying to screw around buying all kinds of products anyway. So, you guys heard it. Get a coach. This is my advice to my audience every single time as well. Get a coach. What they're gonna do is they're gonna speed your success up super fast. They're gonna tell you what not to do. That's very important. What not to do and what to do. Those are both sides of a coin are very important. So like I said, you can learn from the street of hard knocks, and you can waste your time, waste your money, or you can just hire a coach and speed that process up. So get the one you can afford right now. Don't go too crazy on it. But as you progression makes more money, go to higher level coach as well. So
and that's how Chris and I met. We met in a coaching group, and I had Hangouts on my business plan for this year, and Chris contacted me out of the blue and said, I'm creating a product on Hangouts. Do you want to join me? And of course, it was almost as if it was meant to be, because it was already on my business plan, Han, because I could see the potential already with Hangouts.
Cool. Yeah, I'm using Hangouts every single day as well myself. I used to record a lot of things on Skype, but it's nothing but trouble for me. Can never get a perfect recording. The sound screwed up, or the video just paused in slow motions. But when the Hangout came out, you literally saved me so much trouble, and plus it's free.
Yes.
And the Google owns it. It's gonna continuously trying to rank its own video better than anybody else's. So I think most people know that. But on that topic, I don't know who want to take this question, but why Hangouts? Why do you think that people who are not using Hangout need to be focused on Hangout now?
Can I answer that one? For a long time, obviously the leader in the marketplace has been for a long time GoToWebinar. Now, if you look at that, if you want to get 1,000 people onto a webinar, it's going to cost you around about $500 a month to get in on GoToWebinar at the moment, and that is when you're starting out is a major barrier to entry, because you've got, that's a monthly fee, and you've got to be confident that you can get a return on your investment. And now Google have come along and literally handed us Hangouts on a plate for free, and I actually think Hangouts in many ways, or in several ways, are better than GoToWebinar.
In what other ways? Like, can you give us specifics?
just the fact that we're talking face to face now, Han, you can see the expression on my face. You can see my sincerity. You can see, the sort of passions working in my face. You can look me in the eye and say, is this somebody I can trust? And to me, that's, if you send out an email, you can't get the same level of connectivity with somebody as you can on a face-to-face discussion as we're having now.
Right.
And I think that's an absolutely huge thing that's probably not really fully realized by many people, just how powerful that is.
Right. And Chris, do you have anything to add to that? Wait, Chris, I can't hear you. Well, while Chris is fixing that, I'm gonna kind of.
Yeah, continue. Yeah.
Are you back, Chris? I can't. Can you hear Chris? I can't hear Chris.
I can't hear Chris either. His sound's gone. Anyway, continue.
All right, so I'm gonna jump in why I think everybody should be on Hangout. Well, maybe we'll come back to Chris. He's fixing it.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he's back. So I'll let you go, Chris.
Okay, sorry. I was going to add there that Mark had mentioned people getting to know you, and that's one of the big things that I love about Google Hangouts is the fact that you can build your know, like, and trust factor by using Google Hangouts. People watching this now can see yourself, Han. They can see me. They can see Mark Salmon. They can see we're real people behind our businesses. We're contactable. We're not a faceless website. People can decide straight away, yeah, that guy, I can understand what he's saying. So it breaks down barriers that web pages sometimes put up. And it also smooths over people's defenses when they're maybe thinking, I don't know if I trust this guy. Whereas if you connect with them via Google Hangout, they can see the personality behind the website, and it's a fantastic asset for that.
All right, so a couple of things I think you guys haven't mentioned, I want to mention, and is we'll talk about a little bit before the interview, is that Chris mentioned something very important here. Starting out with video marketing is a very expensive journey because you got to buy the equipment, all the recording stuff, and software. But if you're just starting out, you can use Hangout as your screen recorders for 100% free. Now, if you don't like to get on the cam like us, we are very comfortable with, it's okay. You can just using that screen recording feature still, doing your affiliate marketing, doing your Amazon marketing, doing your product creation. You don't have to show your face, okay? So if you're not 100% comfortable with it, start with that. But work your way up to get on cam, because get on the cam is the best way. You build that relationship. I totally agree with both of you. The second thing is Google owns Hangout, and what happened is a lot of video marketers already know this. Is Google Hangout videos are going to rank higher than any other YouTube videos. So it's just bam, it's shooting up there. And Mark's going to talk about a little bit how he used this specific strategy a little bit later on to get his local clients. So be very, very exciting about that. So here's another hook there. And I think Google is continuously put more stuff on this Hangout thing. Again, Chris is going to talk about the showcase feature. Literally just came out last week, right? I
yes,
think
that's right. It's just been dropped in last week.
And that's going to really, really help you to promote even more product, either for yourself, for your local marketers, or your own product, affiliate product. I think everybody need to really, really pay attention to what he's going to say here. So it just the list just go on and go on and on. I think it's not going away anytime soon. Heck, if I have this Google Hangout when I started internet marketing, I've been doing this all day long. I will have more videos out there. It's just so much easier to use. All right. So if you don't know how to use it, that's why you gotta buy the course a little bit later on to figure out how to use it. It's really easy. So all right. So let's talk about some of the examples, specific way how you're gonna use Hangout as a tool to make money for people. So Chris, I'm going to start with you. Talk about that experience that you using as an affiliate marketer. How did you set up the whole system to use a Hangout to make some money for yourself?
Okay, there was a promotion coming up for it was Video Maker Effects, and basically I got my hands on it within an hour of it being launched. I'm a video guy myself, so as soon as I downloaded the product, I understood it. Was able to create my own video. So within an hour, I had a video online, basically saying, and I was sharing it around Facebook, and I was sharing it around, around everywhere, saying, look, this is Video Maker Effects. I've basically worked it out. I invited people on to, it was an event, it was a Hangout event or webinar, basically showing them how to operate and work with the software. And obviously, by doing that on the Hangout, I provided them with value. I showed them how to work the software. I was there to answer any questions that they had. I'm considering buying it. What do you think? And I basically answered the questions. And in doing that just alone, I obviously made a lot of front-end sales, but I'm still getting recurring sales from this because there was a monthly element within that funnel. So I have made sort of nice sales just from one simple Hangout that's bringing me in recurring income moving onwards.
Right, and I think a lot of people, even they use Hangouts, they don't know how to using the Hangout even, which you guys are going to cover inside the course. So be very exciting about that. What they're gonna teach you inside the course. So is it in a scale 1 to 10, 1 being easy, 10 being hard? What would you say for someone never used this kind of Hangout events, unquote, quote unquote, to set up, Chris? How easy is to kind of get this thing going?
On a scale, I would say maybe a 4. It's not that hard. I think people make it, they think it's harder than what it really is. Really what you've got to do is you've just got to jump in, go in and learn it. One of the things that we have in our course is we've basically introduced step by step. We give you a screenshot from stage 1 to stage, and we've basically led you through starting up your own Hangout. One of the things that we also recommend is buddying up with somebody, and we have plans in place for, there's going to be a Facebook group. When the guys get in there, we're going to say, look, buddy up with somebody, just use the software, get used to it on a private level before you go live. But it really is, it's a 3 or 4 once you get used to the technology. It's not that hard at all. People make it worse than what it is, or they think it's worse than what it is.
Actually, it's not that hard at all. And I'm going to give you some tips if you're running problems at the end of this question here. Might help some people solving if they're facing it. So Mark, this is for all my local marketing friends. You want to hear exactly what he did here to get his local marketing clients. It's kind of genius if you think about it. So Mark, can you kind of show us what you did there exactly?
Yeah, there's a very big cybersecurity firm locally, and they were actually advertising for somebody, an SEO expert, to go in full time. And I looked at that. I looked at their website, and for such a big firm, they're ranked terribly. Like most local firms, they really don't know what they're doing. So I thought, right, well, you can go into a client and say, I'm good at SEO, and they'll either believe you or they won't. But I thought, well, why don't I just do a test video using Google Hangouts, using a couple of keywords that would be relevant to their business. In fact, I used 5 keywords, and I ranked for all of them within minutes. And what I did was I screenshotted, as soon as they started ranking, I screenshot. Then I just sent an email to them and said, you may want to just do a search on these keywords, because I've created a test video. And I had an almost immediate response back saying that they were really impressed and they were looking forward to the meeting. I've actually got the meeting in 2 days' time. So, as I say, just as I wanted to prove that I could do something that they haven't managed to achieve ever with their website. So, and as I say, from looking at their website, they spent a lot of money with somebody to create their website, but it's just, it's got no lead generation on it. They're looking for a return on investment. There's got no way of measuring return on investment. Right. They haven't got a sales funnel. They've got nothing. And as I say, they are the biggest cyber security firm in the UK, and there's 27 billion pounds of crime, online crime a year in the UK, and they're the biggest operators in that field. So they are pulling in. They're a pretty sizable company, and yet, as I say, they really don't know what they're doing online. So, you see that time and time again in local businesses, and local businesses are crying out for help, really. And anybody that can master Hangouts, and they will master Hangouts if they have our product, will have a skill that they can sell over and over again locally. I've no doubt about that.
And so again, the same question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy or how hard this to do what you did there?
What I did, it was so simple. It was so simple. Honestly, Han, it was so simple that I'm almost embarrassed, to be honest, because as long as you set up your Hangout with the right keywords and then put the right keywords and create the right description, it just happens automatically. I didn't even do any backlinking. So it really just, particularly for local keywords where they may not be quite as competitive. But although I wasn't using local keywords for this one, it was a national, it's international actually. I've ranked internationally for them. So really, it's just not difficult.
All right, guys. Before proceeding with the next question, I'm going to do a quick screen share and show you exactly how fast you can rank Google Hangout. If you type the keyword Hangout Cash Code in YouTube right now, I'm on the top as we speak.
Well done.
I'm just going to do a quick screen share to show people this is how amazing the technology can do for you.
Yeah.
All right, so 1 second. Make sure I am at the right place here. All right, let me know if you guys can see this.
Yeah, brilliant.
Right, I am right on top of here. You can see my mouth.
Yeah.
That's what this is the video we're on right now. Have other people, and you know what? They probably started this video maybe a week ago or a month ago. I don't know, but bam! As soon as I'm recording this, I'm up here.
Yeah.
Literally, as we're recording this, I'm not even into the interview yet. It's just live now. So, guys, this is the real stuff here.
Yeah.
All right. So let me kind of click off there. Back to the next question. All right. So so the next question I have here is, Chris, can you talk about that new showcase feature? I don't even know about it. I see the tab thing show up, but I don't know how to use it. Can you talk about what is a showcase, and most importantly, how are the internet marketer can really benefit from using this brand new feature? It literally came out last week.
Okay, the Showcase app has just literally been dropped in. What this allows you to do, during the live call like this, you can basically click on the Showcase app and you can paste in your promotional URL or to your squeeze page, and then you'll have an option to push that link to your audience or to your viewers. Now, you can get, I think it's up to 3 different links that will show in the sidebar of the event, and as I said, these can link to affiliate links, they can link to a squeeze page, they can link to wherever you want to drive the traffic to. So obviously if you can drive traffic, well then you can make money from it in multiple different ways, and that's for the likes of product creators, affiliates, business owners are wanting to drive traffic to their, or sales to their own business. Anybody that has anything to sell online can use this Showcase app to their benefit within the business, and it literally only just dropped into the Google Hangouts on Air feature this week.
Yeah, and for local business, very important too. If they start doing Hangouts and new recipes, or if you're a book author, that's great for that. And if you're a movie producer, you want to get some buzz and getting going on, and hey, there it is.
One other thing I neglected to mention there, Han, but if you use the Showcase app, what happens after the fact, when your video is recorded and sitting either on YouTube or on your Google Plus page, there's a small annotation that pops in that drives traffic across to your sort of event page. And if they watch the video via your event page, which is indexable in Google as it is anyway, even though it's pre-recorded, your Showcase app is also going to show. So the links are going to still be live and active on the replays if you use the Showcase app. So basically, once you put the links in there, they're there for people watching the video, and if you refer to something or make a reference or a promotional sale, people can click the link through the Showcase app.
So
Obviously,
I think in many ways, Hangout is actually better than just upload video to YouTube now. It sounds like.
Yeah.
that's right. It is. It's definitely moving in that direction, and it is a real plus for anybody that has anything to sell online. The Showcase app.
Right.
I'll tell you why I think that is, Han. I think, well, obviously Google is thirsty for fresh content, and you can't get more immediate content than a live Hangout. So.
Right, right. That makes total sense. That makes total sense. Yeah. So yeah, people ask me why do I switch to Hangout now? Well, you guys seen it. So all right. So let's talk about the story here. Let's talk about the story part of this interview. Let's talk about why did you, Chris and Mark, decide to come together create this course? I mean, there are some other Hangout courses out there already. What is the biggest problem you guys trying to help all the marketers solve here?
Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, well, from my point of view, as soon as we started working on Hangouts together, Han, we began to realize more and more just how much potential there was with Hangouts, and we felt strongly that the marketplace wasn't recognizing the full potential. And it was a real eye-opener to me particularly. I knew there was a lot of potential there, but I just didn't realize quite how much potential there was until, as I say, we started brainstorming, we started working on various aspects, we started testing, and as I say, it really blew my mind. And in fact, every person, we've had one or two reviewers and so on look at it, I think we've blown everybody's mind that have looked at the product in the review stage, and they're all coming back hot to get involved with Hangouts. So I think that's really what happened. It really evolved into something much bigger than I ever originally envisaged it would.
You know what? Don't quote me on this. So Google, if you listen to this, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I think right now, Google does this a lot. Facebook does this a lot. I think they want to generate as much interest to using Google Hangout, which we can take full advantage of it. I think they're gonna start to have advertising display like a Google AdWord later on. I think that's what they're trying to use this for. Right now, they're building the audience to really tweak and make a best of this technology. Once everybody's on board, they're gonna try to capitalize on this market.
Yeah, almost certainly. Yeah. Definitely.
Yes. So that's one prediction, and that's why they're going to spend millions and billions of dollars, which is have deep parking anyway, to try to put. If you use a Hangout for a while, you know they change the technology every freaking day, right?
Yeah.
There's something new come up every day. So you know there are deep pockets to really continue improving on this technology, and it has. Yeah.
The other thing, Ken, is I see Google wanting their Google Plus to give Facebook a run for its money, and I think Google Plus will actually be bigger than Facebook eventually, because of all these different apps and so on that they're bringing in that are totally free at the moment. So as I say, I think really Google Plus is going to be the place to be.
Okay, great. So Chris, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, you'd asked about us using Hangouts. Initially, we'd started off using them just as brainstorming, and the more we'd use the technology, the more we got to realize just how big a sort of thing that this is going to become. And that's when we started, researching it and using it, and then we realized, actually, hold on, we can use this for webinars, we can use this for setting up live Google events, and that's one of the things that we'll cover in the course. We show you how you can set up a full event over on Google Plus and have interaction, so you don't even need to be purchasing any software to set up an event or a webinar style event and have people on the call that way as well. So it's just the more you use them, the more potential you can see with Google Hangouts.
Okay, cool, 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 awesome, awesome. So I guess the biggest problem you guys want to help marketers is make sure teach them the right way to quickly get started with the Hangout, right? Is that kind of goal you guys trying to achieve here?
Yeah, definitely. We've actually got a section called Hangout 101, so which basically does teach the basics, so that we take them through, the absolute basics. There will be some buyers who already know a little bit about Hangouts, and therefore, they'll move straight on to the advanced section. But we really wanted to cover, from basics to advanced in the product. So really, it will suit all levels of expertise.
All right, since you mentioned that, can you well give us as much as you can? Can you give us what kind of stuff they'll be really learning inside this course?
Okay, as Mark has mentioned, the Hangouts 101 section, that literally is step-by-step guides, getting you up and running, basically. After that, we then go on and we look at making money with Google Hangouts, and there's so many different methods that you can. It's actually quite eye-opening to see the amount of methods that we've laid out for making money. We've given you various strategies as an affiliate that we've used in the past to make money using Google Hangouts, and we've also looked at other businesses, offline businesses and different business types that can make money using Google Hangouts, and we've sort of covered that. And then following that, we've built on up into webinars, how to close, how to make the sales, and how to obviously pitch your product or whatever you're going to do if you're going to run a live event as well.
Okay, great. So I'm very, very exciting to learn some of the stuff. Some of the stuff you guys are saying here, I have no clue about. So I'm very, very exciting to learn it myself. So let's kind of jump into the question about the product itself now. Let's talk about, again, name of the product, time of the launch, and who's going to be really beneficial for getting this.
Okay, well, the name of the product is the Hangout Cash Code. We're launching this Friday, 1st of August, at 11 a.m. EST.
Okay.
And what was the rest of the question?
The last question is a very important one, actually. Who's going to be really benefit for getting this?
Go on, Chris. You tackle that one.
Basically, anybody from a newbie to a seasoned marketer who isn't using either webinars or the Hangout technology is really, really, really going to benefit from using the Hangout technology. If you've even dabbled or used, the Hangout technology, but sort of have overlooked it, well, then this it follows into that. So it's anybody that has a business that's looking to increase sales, they're looking to grow their own brand, they're looking people to get to know them, and of course they're looking to make sales. If anybody that falls into that category, they want to be using Google Hangouts and obviously looking at the Hangout Cash Code.
Can I just sort of say, I believe anybody who's wants to do online business could benefit from this product, and I'll tell you why. Because webinars are one of the best converting ways to actually promote a product. I think you can testify to that, Han. And really, it's being handed to you here on a plate. And as I say, there has been, until recently, a barrier to entry. That's been removed, and we're going to show you just how you can leverage Hangouts to their maximum to get, to earn money. Because after all, we're in business to make money.
Right. So the reason that webinar works and the reason why Hangout works, because from salesperson view, is that's the closest thing on the internet you can get that one-on-one relationship. Because when we get online, we lose that one-on-one sale, Mark. I think you know that because you've been dealing with the relationship. We can't read the customer's body language when they have when we say something. We can't kind of like be there, ask the specific question at that right moment, right? And you can't do that with it. But what's the next best thing? Webinars and Hangouts, because you can get that emotion. They can see you're really passionate about this product, and like you said just a little bit earlier during this interview, that is the next best thing. As any tools in your sales toolkit, I think this is something you really need to be, is something very necessary right now. The Hangout is going to be the next necessary thing to add to your marketing toolkit, and I totally agree with the Mark here.
Yeah. Now, just give you one very tiny example. Let's just say you've got a technical problem, and perhaps with your website, or whatever it might be, something that you're trying to do. We could pop onto a Hangout, sort of just like a help desk. I could take over your computer even with the desktop app in Hangouts, and I could actually do it for you, or I can show you on a screen share. That's a tremendous way to help somebody and to create a relationship. That's just one very small example.
And by the way, I use a Hangout to train my VAs.
Right, exactly.
That's it. Or you could have what we are also going to do is like sort of
it's automatically record it. I only have to hit the record button.
Yeah, that's right. It is. You don't hear people. You hear people that have run webinars that have said that they forgot to hit the record button.
Yes.
Whereas with the Hangout on air, if you hit start broadcast, it's recorded for you.
Right.
And if it's a common problem, just pop that video straight into your help site, your support site, so that all your other customers can see how to resolve the problem. It's just so easy.
Right. Okay. All right. So that's great. So my next question is, let's talk about. We'll give that a early bird time a little bit later on. I want to kind of keep them hooked here. So let's talk about what it is inside the front end offer, and what exactly are they getting? Are they getting videos or PDFs, or what kind of expecting to get there? And what is the starting out price? And how many days you guys going to keep this opening?
Well, we want to. Yeah, go on, Chris. You take that one.
I'll go ahead. On the front end offer, they're actually going to get. Well, it's in a members area, but they're going to get access to two main PDF reports. There's the main PDF, and then there's setting up your live events with Google+. Additionally, in the front end product, we're getting into the Facebook Mastermind. We have an exclusive Mastermind set up, and there's also going to be video-related bonuses. So there are going to be video courses and other video-related bonuses within the bonus area for anybody that buys a front-end offer.
Yeah, can I just add there, Chris? I mean, we thought it was really critical and really important that everybody you can afford this product hand. So we basically split the product down so that we're offering the PDF at a ridiculously low price, and then obviously if we're then offering some additional video training to give more detail, over-the-shoulder training for an additional investment. Now, both investments are ridiculously low, but we wanted to make sure that everybody had no excuse really for not buying.
Right, it may be an absolutely no-brainer offer. So yeah. What is that price? How much?
The front end offer is $7.
All right, so it's only $7. So let's talk about the OTO. What exactly is the OTO?
Okay. Well, go on, Chris.
I was going to say the OTO has around about 25 to 30 videos. Okay. Some of the training is video-based training that follows the same format as the PDF, and then there is additional and extra training within the OTO. We also have a series of live webinar, pre-recorded webinar and interview style hangouts where we've brought on guest speakers and we've either interviewed them or literally just brainstormed with them, and we've covered different topics within these webinars, specific topics that are obviously very targeted towards hangouts, increasing your brand and growing your business as well. So I think there's about 5-6 webinars as well, so there's a lot of value within these videos. There's an awful lot of value within them.
Just to give one example, if you're a newbie coming into internet marketing, you may feel that you don't know enough to actually create a product. Well, the interview technique for creating products has long been known in internet marketing, but it's almost old hat. But one of our colleagues recently used the interview technique he generated 600 front-end sales. So it's not quite dead after all. But you know, Hangouts are an incredible way to create an interview product, and anybody, even newbies, can create that sort of product. And so we interviewed this guy who'd done 600 front-end sales and found out exactly, you know, what he did. And so that training is in the Hangout Cash Code on the Pro version. So
Cool.
that's just one.
How much is that one?
Well, that's included within the Pro version, which is the $27. So I mean, we've got, as I say, several interviews there, and that was just one of them.
Okay, great. So, by the way, are this on dime sale?
The front end's on a dime sale, it's only going to $9.90, and the OTO is $27 dead. So now, when the offer period ends, we're going to substantially increase the price. So it is a discounted offer for 21 days.
Okay. All right. So let's. Do you have any other OTO after that, or is that everything you got there?
That's all we're going to do at the moment. Yeah. So.
All right. So I think that's about all the questions I need to ask you guys about this right now. But I got one last question, and that's very, very important question, and that is, you know, as people watching this interview, by now they know the power of a Hangout, and especially they see me doing every single day. But you know, they might not know how to specifically using Hangout to make money, which is what this course is going to cover. And some of the method I don't even know, so I'm gonna looking forward to studying myself. And they want to buy this, they want to get this, but everyone has that little voice in the back of their head, you know, kind of little devil voice in the head telling them not to do it, don't buy it, and all that negative voice. So my question to either you, Chris, or Mark, why do you think, what makes this course so unique and different? They should absolutely grab this during the launching period.
Okay. Well, can I put it this way? I've been 36 years in business, and I think if they're not already using Hangouts in their business, if they ignore Hangouts, I think most online marketers will be making a big mistake. I don't think Hangouts are going to go away. And our product really blows the doors off Google Hangouts, and we show you how you can use Hangouts to make money. And in fact, I'd say if you do actually action what we tell you, it's almost impossible not to make money using Hangouts. That's my personal view. And I think the value that you're going to get alone in the Facebook group is well worth more than you're going to pay for the product, because of the Facebook group is an opportunity for you to test Hangouts in a supportive and sort of a really soft environment, so that you're not going to sort of go into the heat of the action not knowing what you're doing. So it really that we think we've covered most bases to enable people to take action on our product.
And Chris?
Basically, I would say if you follow our course and you actually take action, as everybody stresses, if you take action with any one of the strategies that we lay out, it's literally impossible not to make money. If you delve into Google Hangouts, you take this thing by the hands, because as Mark has stressed, they're not going to go away. Google owns these, they're promoting these, they're investing millions into Google Hangouts. This is where the action is at the minute, and you've got to be at the leading edge if you want to, you know, build your business, grow your know, like, and trust sort of factor, and get people knowing you by running Google Hangouts. And that's only just one of the strategies that you can use Google Hangouts for.
Right, and I think you guys forget about this one important thing is if someone just starting out with internet marketing, they hate building website, they hate building, you know, products, they worry about their traffics. By using Hangouts, you can kind of basically solving all that problem at once, right? Because you want to kind of talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, you even solve the autoresponder problem, because we show you how using an events page you can actually capture the contact details. It's not as good as taking people through an autoresponder, but all the same, if you're just getting in, you may as well test using the free tools that Google use. So let's just recap. You don't need hosting. You don't need a website. You don't need any special software. You don't need an autoresponder.
You don't even need your own product.
You don't even. So all you need is a computer, a webcam, and a microphone, and an internet connection, and you're away. I mean, it really is as simple as that.
Yeah, and all you need is a computer, a laptop, and an internet connection, right? You don't need to have those fancy recording softwares or lighting. Like I spend millions of dollars on myself, you know, you can. This is where money like speed. This is where you can really get a kick starting and then start getting that money back to your pocket. So so there you go, guys. Heard So So thank you so much, Chris and Mark, to spend the time to kind of teach us about a Google Hangout. And before you guys go here, do you have a maybe final word of wisdom you'd like to share?
I think the word of wisdom is, from me, is don't make the mistake of ignoring this and thinking that this is just another product, another hype. Get involved in this. It will form part of your business, naturally form part of your business. Whatever your business is online, you need Google Hangouts.
And I would say that everybody knows that video is so important with working online nowadays. And with Google Hangout giving you this free platform, they want you to use this platform. People talk about getting the Google slap. They've been slapped down in the past, whereas what we know is they favor Google Hangouts. They want you using video. They've integrated it with YouTube. So you need to be basically using Google Hangouts to interact with people, grow your brand, get people to know who you are as a person, because people like to buy from people. And at the end of the day, if you show your personality and show you're a real person, as you say, Hannah, it breaks down the barriers where people, it's as good as one-on-one, or it's the next best thing from one-on-one. With doing business across the internet.
Yes, relationships. That's the key word, is relationships.
Absolutely. Now, before we go here, I want to kind of talk about the special things you have set up for the people who are watching this right now, who are my audience watching right now. Let's talk about the early bird time, and then let's talk about the bonus deal, exclusive bonus deal when they want to get this to my link tomorrow, I think. Yeah. When this thing launches.
Okay, Chris, do you want to take that?
Yeah. Well, we're going to open the doors. It's going to be 1 hour early bird for hand fans list. And what we're also offering as bonuses for anybody that purchases via hand is we're going to run a free live webinar or live hangout where we're going to teach you strategies and methods how you can go and create your very own first digital product using PLR products. We're going to show you live on the call how you can go about that and basically become your own content creator online.
Yeah.
This call will also feature a live Q&A session as well. So basically anybody that wants to ask us any question about Google Hangouts, all they need to do is come on the call, pose the questions, and we'll answer the questions when we're on the call as well. So we'll be on the call, I would say, a minimum of an hour, if not an hour and a half with the guys. So there's tremendous value in this call.
Can I just add that we're both prolific product creators, we will field any questions anybody's got on product creation. So we've both got multiple membership sites and so on. So we'll be happy to handle any questions your customers have, Han. So
it's just kind of out. Just estimate the value of this. I would say probably around $97. Is that right?
A minimum.
At least, yeah. I charge a lot more than that for my time when I'm consulting.
All right, you guys heard it, and thank you again for Chris and Mark for spending time with us, and then kind of went over what is Good Hangout. Most importantly, you guys should grab it at only $7. Absolutely no brainer. You guys gonna have absolutely love this. And for those who are watching this, thank you again for watching this, and look out for my email tomorrow to grab that early bird prize and also the exclusive bonus and plus my bonus as well. All right, so Chris and Mark, I'm sure we'll talk to you guys very, very soon.
Yeah, thanks, Han.
Thanks a lot for having us, Han.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right.